The story begins with a group of college students who enjoy exploring haunted places to create horror video content. This time, they choose an old house that has been abandoned for 99 years. The locals call it the Shadow House because strange figures are often seen in its windows, even though no one has lived there for decades. The camera slowly approaches the house, revealing a large, decrepit building. The paint has peeled off, the windows are cracked, and the front gate is overgrown with weeds. As they enter the yard, one of them, Rico, feels like someone is watching from inside the house. "This is just my imagination, right?" he mutters while looking at the second-floor window. He is certain he saw the curtain move, even though there was no wind. Inside, they find rooms covered in dust, old furniture still in place, and family photographs that look nearly a century old. On one wall hangs a painting of a woman with piercing eyes that seem to follow them wherever they go. First haunting. As they begin filming, the atmosphere becomes increasingly eerie. One of the students, Dina, feels a sudden tug on her shoulder, but when she turns around, there's no one there. "What's wrong?" Rico asks. "I felt like someone just grabbed my shirt," Dina replies with a shaky voice. Rico laughs it off. "Maybe it's just your imagination." But when they reach the living room, the sound of footsteps echoes from the floor above. The steps are slow and heavy, as if someone is deliberately making their presence known. "There's someone upstairs," Andy whispers. Rico takes the lead, carrying the camera as they climb the creaking staircase. The creaks grow louder with every step, almost as if the house itself is warning them to leave. Upstairs, they find a room with the door slightly ajar. When they fully open the door, they see a rocking chair moving slowly on its own, despite the still air. On the wall of the room, written in red chalk, are the words, "Leave before night falls." Dina panics. "We need to get out of here now." But Rico insists they stay. "It's probably just some prank to scare people away. We came all this way. We can't just leave now." Peak of terror. As night falls, they start hearing whispers from all directions. The sound is faint but unmistakable. A woman crying. Dina begins to sob in fear, while Andy tries to locate the source of the whispers. In the living room, their camera lights suddenly flicker, revealing the shadow of a woman standing in the corner. She's wearing a long dress, her face obscured by her hair, and her hand is reaching out toward them. "Run!" Andy shouts, but the front door slams shut on its own. They sprint toward the kitchen, hoping to find another way out. But as they pass an old mirror in the kitchen, their reflections appear distorted. Their faces look like skulls. When they attempt to open the back door, the sound of footsteps returns, this time louder and closer. The woman from before emerges in the hallway, staring at them with glowing red eyes. "Leave my house," her voice echoes throughout the building. Rico tries to muster his courage and apologizes. "We didn't mean to disturb you. We'll leave now." But the woman disappears, replaced by a shrill, maniacal laugh that causes all the lights in the house to go out. In the darkness, the air grows colder, and Dina's screams are the last sound they hear before everything goes silent. Epilogue. The next morning, the house stands eerily quiet. The police discover their equipment inside, but there's no trace of the group. Locals remark that this isn't the first time people have gone missing in the house. In the final scene, the camera pans to the second-floor window, where the figure of the woman in a white dress is seen peeking out. She smiles coldly before drawing the curtain closed. The screen fades to black with the text, "This house is never truly empty."